Hi, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hi, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to the family. Today, I'm going to be talking about 10 micro habits you can use to transform your life in 2025. Everyone is talking about trying to get better at life, trying to transform their life, trying to do better things or trying to do better with life and also just become better versions of themselves. And that is one of the reasons why I created this segment on this channel specifically, just to talk about ways we can better ourselves, because we're all on this journey on self-development and self-improvement. So if you are someone who is on that journey of improving your life, getting better at who you are and just becoming a better version of yourself, starting these 10 micro habits would definitely change your life in 2025. I have started some of them a few months back, and when I tell you I actually have seen the difference, I have seen the difference. So the first one I would say is start your day with gratitude. I am still struggling with this one, to be honest. Oh, by the way, side note, if you're new here, we are all sharing tips on how to get better. Doesn't mean I'm perfect or I have mastered the art of whatever I'm sharing. It means I am still practicing. I am trying to get better as well. So we're all on this journey together, okay? Starting your day with gratitude. Sometimes I struggle with it because whenever I go to bed and I have so many things to do the next morning, I'm just thinking about those things and how the sequence of how I want to get these things done, that I just wake up, say my morning prayers, and I'm out. I don't even have time to say thank you God for this, thank you God for that. I just pray, read the Bible. It's a habit for me at this point again, and then I'm out of the bed. But I want to take time to actually sit down after my prayers, just sit down or lay down in bed and just show or give gratitude to God. Sometimes we just wake up and we're straight to living our lives. We don't even have time to just appreciate what we have, just appreciate where we are. It's so sad because there's so many people that the situation where life has brought them, not for once did they think they were going to find themselves in that situation. So what I would say is, say it out loud. You can write it down in your gratitude journal or your journal. Write it down. Just write down 3 things every morning of what you are grateful for. 3 things of something that you're just grateful for the day, or grateful for your family, grateful that you're able to see the day, grateful that you're able to wake up in the morning. And I've noticed something: when you practice gratitude, you are more in tune with what's happening with you, because then you're able to reflect and see, oh, this is actually happening in my life. I'm grateful for this. Okay, so let's start practicing gratitude. At this point, I strongly believe I drink too much water. The second thing I'm going to share is drink a lot of water, or drink more water, because sometimes some of you will be going outside and you go 2 to 3 working days and it's only 3 cups of water you're surviving on. Why? Why are you killing your body by yourself? Please drink water, okay? If you read about the human body, the health, they would always say, or they will always suggest, you should drink a lot of water, or drink at least 2 liters of water a day. At this point, I think I drink 4 bottles, 4 of these bottles. As you can see, there's an empty bottle here. I started with this morning. It was halfway. I am already halfway on the other one. So I drink 3 on a good day when I'm not working. Because I've been working, that's why I haven't drank so much. Drink water, okay? You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better, I think. And you're just going to feel refreshed, because sometimes some of our problems, especially when you have breakouts, it just means you're not drinking enough water. You never know. I'm just saying, I'm not saying if you're breaking out it's because you don't drink water, but your body is dehydrated. And when your body is dehydrated, how do you expect it to function well? And how do you expect to feel good and stand up to be able to do the things you have or you had initially planned to do? So drink water and feel good. You can have a bottle that you can use to track, but I'm someone, I don't think it's the best idea, but I just go straight to the bottled water because this is the bottled water we get. So I just go straight and drink it. We don't drink tap water in Istanbul. Don't do that to yourself. Third micro habit I would say you can do to change your life: to lay your bed every morning. When you wake up in the morning, once you stand up from your bed, just lay the bed. Do not procrastinate. That would help in you not procrastinating, actually. Do not procrastinate. Do not try to say, okay, let me just go ease myself or use the bathroom. I'll come back and lay it. You're going to forget. And once you forget, you're just going to carry on with your day. And the first task of the day you were supposed to do, you did not do it. So why? Once you just wake up in the morning, just lay that bed, because once you're able to do that, you're already giving your mind that structure of, okay, I am following what I'm supposed to do today, or I am following my set rules, my set habits that I'm trying trying to practice for the day. This is something I've always done. This is something I like to do because it just kind of helps me feel like I'm on track with something in my life. You know, sometimes we may feel lost in life and you just need something to just make you feel as though you're on track. This is one thing that can help with that. So every morning when you wake up, it doesn't matter what time, wherever you are, it doesn't matter even if you're going to come back to bed to sleep in 2 to 3 or 4 hours. I don't know why you would do that. Maybe if you're a student, you're going to class and you're going to come back and sleep, lay that bed before you leave the house, okay? You will notice that once you're able to master this habit, you're going to be able to include other habits that you will be able to keep up with in the long run. Another micro habit I would say, and for this one, I'm still struggling a bit. It is move your body, exercise, do something, go for a walk, stretch, walk around your house, go to the gym. Just do something to move your body because we're not woods and we're not statues and we're not stones that we're not made to move. We are human beings and we're made to exercise because we have muscles, we have things, organs that needs to function better when we exercise. We feel better when we exercise. Our mind is clearer when we exercise. And I have noticed that whenever I am consistent in the gym, other aspects of my life seems to be working out better. I'm not saying 100%, but most of the time when I go to the gym and I am consistent, I have noticed like I have a routine set. I follow that routine for a while, for a long time. Every other thing I do that specific day or that specific week as to which I went to the gym works out. Sometimes I go for walks, sometimes I go to the gym too, or sometimes, okay, not really. I wanted to say I stretch. It's been a long time I stretched in the house. I'm not even going to lie to you guys because I can't lie, okay? So sometimes I go for walks, and when I'm in the gym, I go most of the time. So yeah, that's one thing I still struggle with, but I would give you guys the advice that you should stretch your body and exercise your body because it helps with you just keeping a structure, having a routine, and, you know, aligning with your path. The fifth one, this is something that I've actually been practicing. Whenever I do this, it's a game changer. I always plan my day the night before. So I think this one depends on what you do for work or what you do in life. If you're a student, you can do this. Even if you're a 9-to-5 girly, you can still do it. For me, I create content. I work from home most of the time. So whenever I know I want to record videos or whenever I know I want to edit videos, I would plan how I want to edit it or how I want to record the videos, the sequence, what videos I'm recording the night before or the day before, because that just helps me have a structure when I'm working the next day. So this is also a mini habit or a micro habit that you can start. It gives you some sort of structure. It gives you direction so you know where you're going to. Because sometimes we'll be like, oh, I'm going to plan my day tomorrow when I wake up in the morning. I used to do that, but I realized I would write it down, but my mind is not prepared or my mind has not been structured for the things I wrote down that morning. But whenever I started planning or structuring my days the night before, I realized that I am much more productive or I achieve more than when I do it in the morning. So that's also a tip you can use. The next point on my list is reading. I'm not even going to lie and act like, oh, I'm a conch reader or I love to read books. I read every single day. No, I don't. What I started doing was I would give myself 2 chapters a week to finish. So that means I'm not pressuring myself to finish 1 chapter a day. So it could be 10 pages a day. It could be 15 pages a day. It all depends on how much of a reader you are or how fast you read or your concentration span, because that also plays a part when it comes to reading. You can start reading the first 3 lines. You're already zoned out into God knows where, and you have to catch yourself to come back and start reading again. At first, it may take some time before you actually get used to it, especially if you're someone who does not read or you're not a reader. It might take some time to actually get used to it, but once you get used to it, believe me, you're going to become better. One thing you can do if you're someone who's not a reader, you could set a timer, but then it's tricky because with the timers, you may be wondering, when is this alarm going to ring while you're reading? So that could play a part. But if you just want to tell yourself, okay, for 10 minutes or for 5 minutes or for 30 minutes, I'm going to sit down and structure myself to read for this particular amount of time, then that can work. This is for people who do not like reading. But if you're someone who likes reading but you just don't have the zeal, you can tell yourself, okay, I'm going to read 10 pages, or I'm going to read half of a chapter, or read a full chapter, depending on how fast you read or how interesting the book is. Limiting social media. The peace of mind that comes with limiting social media, it needs to be studied, because recently, for about 2-3 months now, I have just sort of been off social media. I just don't find any happiness or anything interesting on social media anymore. Rather, if I'm on social media, I actually find myself just wasting time, not being productive, or I just get into the loop of scrolling, which I really do not like. So in order for me to create habits, or in order for me to master my own habits, I have to tell myself, social media is not helping me. The only thing I can go on social media to do is probably just check up on my friends, see what they're up to, check my timeline, check my DMs, reply people if they have any questions, or just do things that I know that, okay, look, these are needed for now. Once I'm done, I'm out. Because once I just find myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, I'm just like, girl, you need to do something else with your life, because why are you just scrolling on social media? So I would say you should limit your social media time or screen time. The 9th thing on my list is declutter your space or arrange your space. Does that make sense? I'm someone who I like to, how do I put it? I like every item in my house to have a house in my house. Does that make sense? I'm sure it makes sense. So let's say, for example, I buy a bottle or a glass. I always find a place to put it and say, okay, this is going to be your position. That's just how it functions in my head, okay? So if I have any property, I always like to find a place to keep it. So even when I'm arranging, or if, let's say, somewhere is messy, I'm trying to arrange that place, I would always say, okay, this goes here. So it's easier for me to arrange. I'm not thinking, okay, where do I put this? Where do I put that? That's just a tip that works when you want to keep your space clean. Because if you have a cluttered space, your mind is going to be cluttered. Whenever my surrounding is not looking like arranged, or it's not decluttered, or it's messy some sort of way, I just sit down and think of my mental health, because where are we? What's going on? What is going on? Why is everywhere scattered? Did you understand? So that's something I tell myself. So if you're able to declutter your space, it's going to help your mind. Like, your mind is going to be clear. Is it just me, or when you clean a space, or you walk into your house and it's clean, you just feel at ease? You feel so good? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm 100% sure I'm not the only one. But like, just having that clear space, that clean space, is just very nourishing and very nice to feel. So if you're someone who struggles with clutter a lot, I would say just take 5 to 10 minutes a day. Tell yourself, you know what, today I'm going to focus on this space. Take 5 to 10 minutes to declutter that place, clean it up, and have a house for everything in your house. That's the only way I can say it. Because when they don't have a space to be in, that's going to increase clutter. You just know, oh, this is not supposed to be here. Why is it here? You take it and put it where it's supposed to be. So that's how it functions. This is a micro habit you can start that can also help you keep your surrounding clean, especially if you're someone who one of your New Year goals is to have a clean surrounding at all time. Honestly, a way that works, if you have places to keep things in your house is always going to be clean, because you know when something is not in the position it's supposed to be. The final point is reflect before bed. Always reflect before bed. If it's for you to journal about your day, you can write about your day. If it's that you have to sit down and just reflect, how was my day? What were the things I achieved? What did I not achieve? What could I have changed, or what can I change for tomorrow? Which still brings me back to the previous point where I say plan your day the night before. So it still comes down to you reflecting on your day at night. It's just the planning time, okay? Sometimes we may be tired, sometimes we may not have the energy, but I would say just designate 5 minutes of your day, or 10 minutes, depending on what you have planned. 10 minutes of your day, and just tell yourself, you know what? I'm going to use this 10 minutes before I go to bed, or before I even sit down to relax and watch TV. Take 5 to 10 minutes, plan your day for the next day, reflect on what you did. Because for me, when I look at the to-do list I wrote the night before, I reflect on the night off. So basically, I scratch out the things I did, and then I see the things I did not do. Why didn't I do them? And how I can better my day tomorrow. So that's also one of the ways you can create a habit of you being consistent with yourself, you being consistent with who you are and what you're trying to be, and also just developing yourself in general. I would tell you, if you're able to do these things, if you're able to start these micro habits today, in 3 months' time, you would achieve most of the things you want to achieve, because you would not give room for procrastination or give room for laziness, because you're able to do these micro things or these micro habits you've already set and created for yourself. So I've come to the end of this video. I hope this video was helpful to someone out there. Let me know what micro habits you guys have, or what are some of the things you do that works for you, because these are what I practice, these are what I do. I've mentioned it a couple times, or I've spoken about it in some of my vlogs sometimes, but these are the things I do that actually work for me, and I just decided to come in and share it with you guys. Also open to knowing what other videos you guys, or what topic you guys will want me to talk about. And also, if you want to follow my progress with all of these things I'm doing, make sure to watch my vlogs, because I'm going to be vlogging more and more. I actually have vlogs, like old vlogs from last year, which I'm still probably uploading on my channel now. So you guys just stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.